Welcome to another amazing episode of Good Morning Vail. I'm so excited for this Sunday's edition. It's going to be a beautiful day out there, so get on out there and soak up that sunshine. We have the Vail Symposium as well as the Eagle Valley Library and an awesome interview with John Wayne Smith. It's going to be amazing. Good Morning Vail starts right now.
This weather report is brought to you by Sun and Ski Sports, your new mountain sports headquarters.
Welcome to the TV8 Weather Center. Happy Sunday. Let's take a look at that beautiful weather out there. 8 a.m., 60 degrees, a high of 84 and sunny. Winds west 10 to 15 miles per hour. Gorgeous day to get on out there and soak up some of that summertime sunshine. 8 a.m., 60 degrees and sunny. Noon, 76 and sunny. 4 p.m., 82, so getting a little bit warmer at 4 p.m. and 8 p.m., a little bit cooler and sunny all throughout the day. Definitely lather up on that sunscreen, drink lots of fluids, and have some fun in the sun. So many fun things going on. Eagle, 91 degrees. Avon, 87 degrees, Vail, 83, and Denver, 93 degrees. So really warm temperatures out there. Tonight, low of 55. Always open up those windows, let the cool air in. Clear at nighttime and sunset at 8:33 p.m. So all around gorgeous day. Let's take a look at the 5-day forecast. Monday, partly cloudy and 86 degrees. Low of 56. Tuesday, 10% chance of precipitation. Mostly sunny, 82 degrees and a low of 55. Wednesday and Thursday, we're going to be seeing some of that precipitation coming in. You would think cooling down the temperatures, but 84 still on Wednesday, and then 80 on Thursday. Friday, jumping back up there with the sunshine and 80 degrees. So a little bit of everything this week. Happy Sunday to you, and thank you for Sun and Ski Sports for all of your athletic needs. And keep it right here for more TV8.
This weather report is brought to you by Sun and Ski Sports, your new mountain sports headquarters.
Good morning, Vail.
Here at Sun and Ski Sports, we are all about having the best summer adventures. Our full-service bike shop is here to help you get back on the saddle with services ranging from simple tire changes, full bike overhauls, and rentals. If trail running, hiking, or trips to the lake are your thing, our expert staff will fit you in the best performing footwear or clothing. And don't forget about a relaxing day on the water with our stand-up paddleboard rentals. Call Sun and Ski Sports in Avon or Dillon today or learn more at sunandski.com/CO.
Hi, it's Julio from TV8 Vail. Do you ever wonder why our tagline is "There's more for you on 92"? Because we're always bringing you more. More Good Morning Vail from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. all year long. More local coverage with Vail Vibes and Covered Bridge on TV8. More opportunities to participate with new roundtable panels on mountain perspectives and our new Spanish programming block coming this fall. Find us on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92, on YouTube, or our website at tv8vail.com.
I felt honored to get to interview the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. John Wayne Smith. What an incredible human being and what a spirit. He genuinely loves and lives with wild horses. Pretty incredible human being. Let's check out the interview I got to do with him.
Good morning, Vail.
And we are back here on Good Morning Vail. What I love about our valley is that there is so much culture and interesting conversation and passion about the environment and all of these things. And joining me today on the couch is the Executive Director of the Vail Symposium, James Kenley. James, how are you?
Good morning.
Good morning. So I love the work that you do. Just chatting with you off camera and learning all about Vail Symposium it's just so interesting and impressive. So talk to me a bit about it. And, how long have you been around?
So I've been in the Valley full time since 2016. I've been at the Vail Symposium since January.
Okay,
so
great.
It's been about half a year, and been a solid learning curve trying to catch up on 51 years of organizational history.
It's impressive. So 51 years you've been around.
We were founded in 1971 as a part of the town of Vail, as they were trying to gather best thinking from around the world for how to build a town, how to build a culture and an environment that could scale and last for a long time.
That's
So
cool.
we had a role in the early days of Vail.
I love that. How do you build a town and how do you make it culturally diverse and in thought and demographic and all of that? So talk about the Vail Symposium. What are your initiatives? What kind of programs do you offer?
Yeah, our mission is to provide thought-provoking, affordable, and diverse programming to the Vail community. And during COVID, that kind of expanded to and beyond. We started doing a lot of webinars during COVID. So now we have an audience that is outside of our valley. But our focus is right here. We bring thought leaders in lecture style, in panel discussions, in workshop formats from all over the world. They come here on a whole smattering of topics. We do geopolitical, we have consciousness programs, environmental awareness and finance, hot topics, history, really across the board. So we like to think of ourselves, we're the intellectual stimulation in the cultural fabric of our community.
I love that. And, I think from the intellectual piece and then also on the creative side, you've got authors, you've got world leaders, you've got
Filmmakers.
I think filmmakers.
Yeah.
And you mentioned that there's somebody who is a cloud expert. Tell me his official title.
Indeed, yeah. This is the founder of the Cloud Appreciation Society. His name's Gavin Peter-Pinney. You can find his books at the Bookworm. He's coming on October 9th, which is part of the second half of the season, which we haven't quite announced yet, but I'm happy to give you some teasers today.
That's amazing. So you have a season and you bring in programming. So programming are events and topics and things that are really interesting. So talk to me about your programming. What goes into it? How do you find the talent?
Yeah, it's about 20 programs in the summer, which we think of as kind of June 1st to mid-October. This year it'll go till November 1st. And then about another 20 in the winter, which is about December 1st through the end of the ski season, about mid-April. And each season is balanced with kind of each of the topics in the series. We've got an incredible board and a wonderful programming committee. Mm-hmm. So as you're getting to know as a new person in our valley, we really have some incredible people here who also have some incredible friends. So we're really lucky to source thought leaders, again, across all these topics. A degree or two of separation between them and people who live and enjoy their lives here in Vail.
Yeah, I think that's so interesting. It's community driven, which I love. Everybody has a different story as to how they've ended up here in the Vail Valley or if they've grown up here. And so it makes it a very eclectic and unique group.
Yeah.
So talk to me a bit about your role as executive director. What drew you to the Vail Symposium to join them?
Yeah, I appreciate that question. I feel really lucky every day to have this role and to play a part in the community in this way. We are a small team. We're 3.5 full-timers, a small army of volunteers, a very active working board and programming committee and an advisory committee. It's a small team that puts a lot into the community, I think. For me personally, I have been a nonprofit in the Valley since 2017. I had the honor of working with the Vail Jazz Foundation through their 25th anniversary in 2019. I worked with Walking Mountain Science Center through the COVID era and the 10th anniversary of their Avon Tang campus. two really incredible organizations. And then the opportunity to take the helm at the symposium came up, and I'm really fortunate.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So how do you plan to get the word out? Talk to me about your programming. How do you get attendees?
Yeah, we're 51 years old, and we've been an integral part of the fabric of this community, but a lot of people don't know that we exist yet, which is okay, right? Gives us a place to grow and go. We can find our press releases in the Vail Daily every week and ads in the Vail Daily. Our website is vailsymposium.org, and not only does that have our current calendar, but it has a library of recordings from previous programs. So maybe when you're cooking dinner, you could put the Vail Symposium up in the background. Pick a topic and find a lecture, and while you're chopping onions.
Absolutely. Well, I'm prepping for the show. It's a great thing to listen to as well. So interesting topics. I was perusing the website, and you've got some authors coming on with some, I would say, almost controversial topics to discuss. So talk to me a little bit more about that.
Yeah, we don't exclusively bring authors, but we do bring a lot. And on August 23rd, David de Jong is coming in from Europe. His book is called Nazi Billionaires.
Wow.
And he's basically been tracking the families that emerged out of World War II in positions of power. So these are now families who run big corporations, things like BMW that we're all very familiar with. But their leverage came out of this kind of dark period in history. And so he's bringing some light to those stories and sharing his thoughts on how maybe we could think about that.
Yeah, wow. So you've got these heavy topics, and then you've got a gentleman who is a founder of the Cloud Society.
We do, yeah, and everything in between, arts and culture and environmental programs. We're bringing another kind of heavy program on August 10th. Mohammed al-Samawi is a Yemeni refugee. And it's really the nature of the way he escaped Yemen that is the heart of his story. He put a call out on social media, and an interfaith group of social media people came together, raised some money, and organized his escape. And he'll be telling that story. We're sharing some history of Edward Curtis, who was a photographer of Native American peoples in the American West. And it's a beautiful story, but a somewhat controversial story now that we learn more about his methods and more about those cultures. So yeah, a little bit of the serious and then a little bit of the light kind of mixed in.
So if we're looking for something light, tell me a little bit about some of the programming around those kinds of topics.
Well, on light in particular, on August 30th, we're bringing Dr. Jacob Lieberman from Hawaii. He's coming. He's spent his career, he started as an eye doctor and then got into understanding light as therapy, light as medicine. And so now if you look at kind of modern spas and saunas, you'll see light therapies and that's really rooted in his work. So he'll come and talk about how light impacts us as a human animal and what that means for us.
And you can really see all of these different products now, like the red light therapy.
I
used it. I had knee surgery, so I had to use red light
there
therapy.
You go.
For that.
You got it.
That's such an interesting topic. And then just getting outside in the sunlight is also really beneficial.
Yeah, and actually we're working on a program now for the winter with a woman whose entire career has been around lighting. And you think about lighting, like we've got theater lighting here and lighting in your home. And in our pre-call with her, she said, let me just set the stage here. The most important light there is the sun. So for us as humans, spending time outdoors and engaged with sunlight is the most important thing. So we're trying to bring some of that stuff into our community.
Well, I would say for us here in the Vail Valley, we're known for having sunshine, 300 days of the year?
We just saw the weather report, and every day it says it's going to be warm and sunny.
Absolutely. So that's a great topic for us to learn more about. So tell us where we can go for more information. If people want to volunteer, or do you accept sponsorships?
Absolutely. So vailsymposium.org is the website. Tickets account for about 10% of our operating revenue. So we're 90% donor supported, contributions at all levels, individuals, corporations, family foundations, granting foundations, all of that is what makes us able to deliver our mission in the community. And we do take volunteers too, info@vailsymposium.org. If you have questions, if you have friends that you'd love to bring to speak in the Valley, if you'd like to volunteer for us. Again, we're a small little team, and we really like to engage with our community.
Yeah, tiny but mighty.
Tiny
And,
but mighty.
and what you are doing here is so important. I think
Oh,
as adults,
thanks.
sometimes we don't necessarily continue to expand our thought process and the way that we see the world. So I love the work that you're doing at the Vail Symposium. Well, James, thank you again. We love having you here on the couch.
Thanks.
I think everything that you do is so interesting. It was just it was a great conversation.
Right on. Thanks for having me.
So stay tuned. We are coming to the close of this morning's Good Morning Vail. So we'll be right back after this break.
Good morning, Vail.
Hello everyone, I'd like to welcome you into Rugs Benedict to come explore our 12,000 square foot showroom. We've been serving the Vail Valley for over 50 years now with flooring needs, and we inventory a ton of product from Carpet One to provide the very best values, highest style. We just built a warehouse, 15,000 square foot warehouse in gypsum. So we have over 120 different broadloom carpets. We have a lot of waterproof wood flooring, things that we can install right away. We have employee installers, a lifetime installation warranty. Many of them have been with us for decades, and they're true craftsmen in their work. They're absolutely extraordinary at installing any of the flooring that we provide. We also have over 1,000 area rugs in stock right now, and they start at 2x3s. I could bring these into the studio today, but they go all the way up to 12x16s, and we have them hanging on the racks just like shopping for clothing. So it's very easy for you to just flip through, see what's available. We'll deliver them to your house so you can check out how they look in your space with your lighting. All different sizes, all different shapes, some things that are going to be a little bit more contemporary as well as tribal, traditional, all the latest and greatest looks. We have things that are hand knotted, silk, woolen silk options, all the way down to some machine made indoor outdoor type rugs. So really anything that you're looking for your business, for your home, for a rental, Rugs Benedict can provide it. And one thing I consistently hear when people leave our showroom is, that was so easy, thank you so much. So we make the process very easy. Come in, take a look, and we'd love to offer you a free estimate. Look forward to seeing you in our showroom.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Coming up this season on Ready, Set, Renovate, real homeowners tackle really big renos.
Welcome to the ugliest house in the neighborhood.
It's a wild ride from before to after.
If we go to the tile store one more time, only one of us is coming out alive.
Well, I didn't know he was going to do all that.
Between the budget and the timeline, it's makeover madness.
Time to rise and shine? There's no better way to start your day off than with the Good Morning Vail crew. You asked for more and TV8 delivered. Good Morning Vail is here for you with your local news, sports, weather, and community events every morning from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. No matter the season, we give you a reason to watch, so grab your coffee and join the fun. Live stream us at tv8vail.com or on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92. And remember, there's more for you on 92.
Good morning, Vail.
If you're like me, one of my favorite things to do is read, not just in the summer, all year round. I am such a lover of all things books, and the Eagle Valley Library is the place to go. We had a chance to sit down and talk with them, so check this out.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. Now, we always love seeing Mark out and about, but we love having our guests here in studio. And we have a veteran and a welcomed friend joining me on the couch today. Eagle Valley Library District, Carrie May is joining us. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thanks for having me this morning.
Love to have you here. I feel like, at this point, we're becoming old friends having you on the couch next to me always. So you've got a lot of fun initiatives for the summer. We talked about that last time you were here, but there are some items that people may not know about as much, and that's the online services that you provide.
Absolutely. We have, I think everyone thinks like, oh, I can go to the library, right? I can get books at the library. I can get DVDs at the library. There's programs at the library. And we do all of those things. One of my favorite aspects of the library is all of the things that you can get from the library without even coming to the library. We are a very transient community here, or like we have a lot of people who are here for part of the year and then go somewhere else for part of the year. And I love the fact that they can still access EVLD when they're not actually at our library. So I just think it's a really cool benefit that we offer to all of our cardholders.
Absolutely. So tell me about that benefit. How can they access your, online documents or viewings or videos?
Yeah, so with your EVLD library card, you can literally get access to all of our online resources. So that includes everything from ebooks and e-audiobooks. So, if you're looking to save money on your Kindle bill or your Audible bill, we have free resources for you that you can get with your EVLD card. We have streaming TV and movies, which I just think is so cool. It's through a platform called Canopy. So, if you're trying to save some money and canceling that Netflix and canceling, that Hulu, you can still get free streaming services. We have free music services, so free music streaming, free music downloads. So those are kind of the more popular ones. And then we also have the Chilton's online repair database. So if you're looking to do work on your car or your ATV or your snowmobile, we have those resources for you. And the cool thing about them is yes, anyone can go on YouTube and find these resources. Everything that we're providing has gone through a checking process, right? So we know that all of the material on Chilton, it's actually going to work. It's someone who knows what they're doing. It's a mechanic putting that together. So we have tons of local history resources. It is really cool. We've partnered with the Eagle County Historical Society, and what we are able to offer online is really incredible, especially for a smaller, more rural community, even though we're a rural resort. So you can see historical photographs online. You can see obituaries online. So just there's the list is endless, and I could go on and on and on and on. So check out evld.org and just start playing. We have so many amazing things that I think people forget that they can just access from their home.
I think that's so interesting. And I think we love supporting local here in the community. And so I think it's cool that you're offering a video streaming service and you're shopping and supporting local by being able to do that.
Yeah, absolutely. It's so fun to me when, I'm at the library and I answer the phone and someone is like, I'm traveling in Europe and I need help getting XYZ. And we can do that, right? Your library can still serve you even if you are not actually at the library. So, like I said, evld.org. As long as you have a library card, you can get access. And what is also really cool is if you're new to EVLD and you don't have your card yet, you can get a temporary online access code, and that will at least get you started. And then come see us in person, say hi, check out all of our beautiful buildings and our great resources, and get your full-time card. But even if you don't have your card yet, we make it possible for our patrons to start accessing things immediately.
I think what you offer is so modern and so forward-thinking from a services perspective and a resource perspective compared to most libraries. So we're really fortunate to have that here.
Our director likes to say that our website is our fourth branch. So she is really passionate about utilizing our website to continue to serve our patrons, right? So we have Avon, we have Eagle, we have Gypsum, and those are our physical locations, but we are also passionate about making sure that in today's very digital world, we are still remaining relevant and still providing value and service to our patrons.
And especially because our community is so transient.
Exactly,
It really is
exactly.
important.
Yeah, it is. It's really important. You know, we have a lot of people here who, like I said, spend part of their time here. And it's also really fun to hear, like, you know, I have my library card at my other place too, but like, I like this one because I can get books faster, you know, or you have more diverse materials, or you just have something different that I don't have access to at home. So we have those really savvy patrons who, you know, they'll juggle their library card to get like the full span of what libraries as a whole have to offer.
That's so
Yeah.
much fun.
It's super fun.
So speaking of fun, we talked about a lot of the summer initiative programs, and we're wrapping up some of them now. So give us some updates on that.
Yeah, so we are coming quickly to the close of our summer reading programming. For those with individuals going into 1st through 6th grade, be on the lookout. In a couple weeks, we will be wrapping summer reading up with our foam party. It's always a big hit. It's literally just blowing like big foamy bubbles all over the place. So that will be coming up again, Avon, Eagle, Gypsum. You know, all of our programming is starting to kind of wrap up for the summer. You can still get your prizes through September 1st. So if you got your reading log and you're working on it, or if you haven't got it yet, you still have a little over a month to get your prizes. So if you haven't started yet, get on it. If you're halfway through, like, good job, you're on target. So all of that will be wrapping up, and then, you know, we kind of try to take some breaks in August. We will be having a story time break coming up in August. You know, summer reading is wrapped up because, you know, when school starts, we hit the ground running again. We really try to make sure we have resources in place for teachers and students come the school year. So this is our chance to kind of wrap up our summer stuff and get ready for the fall. But there's still tons of fun things. Like I said, we do still have summer reading program for teens, for elementary kids. We still have some little listener concerts coming up, and all of this can be found at evld.org.
That's amazing. It's hard to believe we're already starting the conversations about the fall.
I know.
What kind of planning goes into as we are sitting in the middle of the summer to get the fall ready?
Yeah, so a lot of it is just making sure that we have our resources prepped for students and teachers. That becomes a big focus for us in the fall. This fall in particular, we're going to be launching some new initiatives with some new staff members, actually. We just hired a Spanish outreach coordinator.
That's great.
So we're going to be looking at adding some outreach and programming for our Spanish-speaking community, and that's going to be for all age groups. We just hired a technology librarian to start ramping up programming in our Spark studio in our Eagle branch. So, you know, summer is really busy for us here in the mountains. We have a very small window to enjoy summer, so it gets a little busy. But come fall, we'll be programming out again. So, you know, after school programming, story times will be back starting up again in September after our short break in August. So it's just making sure that we have our full fall lineup ready to go.
That's amazing. Now, your Spanish initiative is lining up with our new Spanish initiative.
Yes,
so we are so excited about
I know.
that
I've
program,
actually connected the two individuals, and I'm really excited to see what they can make happen.
It's awesome. I love that. I love just being able to be an even better resource for our community.
Absolutely.
Now, Carrie Mae, tell us one more time where to go for all of the online resources and library cards, etc.
Yep. So everything can be found at evld.org. If you don't have your library card yet, you can get one online. If you do have a library card, that will also work. If you want a full-time card, bring a photo ID into any branch, Avon, Eagle, Gypsum, and you will get a library card.
Awesome. Well, we love having you here. It's always great to see you, and I hope you enjoy your weekend.
Yeah, thank you. You too.
Absolutely. Now stay tuned. We're coming up on the close of our Good Morning Vail Friday edition. We'll be right back after this.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome to the TVA Viewers' Choice Awards, where we celebrate the videos that got the most views from viewers like you. I'm Max Turner. Let's see who's taking home the prizes for the month of May. Taking home the bronze is Good Morning Vail's May 4th edition, featuring important updates from the scoreboard and the town of Avon. The silver award goes to Good Morning Vail on May 18th, featuring recruiter guy Bill Humbert. The gold goes to May 22nd edition of Good Morning Vail, featuring the best of CC Zach and Glitz and Glam. The platinum award goes to Good Morning Vail's featuring Ride Your Bike to School Day with Mark Sassy on location. And clinching the number one spot and taking home the diamond award is Good Morning Vail's May 2nd edition, featuring Clara Noble in the Eagle Valley Animal Shelter. If you missed any of these trending videos, make sure to migrate over to our YouTube page and check out the playlist for the winners of the month of May. I'm Max Turner, and I'll see you next time.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
Vail Skin and Lashes, located in the heart of Avon, offers a full array of aesthetic and medical treatments and services. We feature only the highest quality products in an upscale medical-grade skincare boutique. Experience this luxurious, welcoming, and inviting environment. We are dedicated to providing expert personalized care, artistry, wellness, beauty. That's Vail Skin and Lashes Medical Spa.
Join us on the Leadville Railroad. This fun-filled train ride takes you and your family on an unforgettable trip through the heart of the Rockies for a half-day trip of adventure, relaxation, and sightseeing. Enjoy the spectacular Colorado scenery. Even meet the engineer. Book your adventure on the Leadville Railroad today at leadvillerailroad.com.
Good morning, Vail.
This weather report is brought to you by Sun and Ski Sports, your new mountain sports headquarters.
Welcome to the TV8 Weather Center. Happy Sunday. Let's take a look at that beautiful weather out there. 8 a.m., 60 degrees, a high of 84 and sunny. Winds west 10 to 15 miles per hour. Gorgeous day to get on out there and soak up some of that summertime sunshine. 8 a.m., 60 degrees and sunny. Noon, 76 and sunny. 4 p.m., 82, so getting a little bit warmer at 4 p.m. and 8 p.m., a little bit cooler and sunny all throughout the day. Definitely lather up on that sunscreen, drink lots of fluids, and have some fun in the sun. So many fun things going on. Eagle, 91 degrees. Avon, 87 degrees, Vail, 83, and Denver, 93 degrees. So really warm temperatures out there. Tonight, low of 55. Always open up those windows, let the cool air in. Clear at nighttime and sunset at 8:33 p.m. So all around gorgeous day. Let's take a look at the 5-day forecast. Monday, partly cloudy and 86 degrees. Low of 56. Tuesday, 10% chance of precipitation. Mostly sunny, 82 degrees and a low of 55. Wednesday and Thursday, we're going to be seeing some of that precipitation coming in. Cool. You would think cooling down the temperatures, but 84 still on Wednesday, and then 80 on Thursday. Friday, jumping back up there with the sunshine and 80 degrees. So a little bit of everything this week. Happy Sunday to you, and thank you for Sun and Ski Sports for all of your athletic needs. And keep it right here for more TV8.
This weather report is brought to you by Sun and Ski Sports, your new mountain sports headquarters.
I felt honored to get to interview the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. John Wayne Smith. What an incredible human being and what a spirit. He genuinely loves and lives with wild horses. Pretty incredible human being. Let's check out the interview I got to do with him.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. I am very excited to interview John Wayne Smith. He lives amongst wild horses. Incredible human being. How are you doing today?
I am better than I have a right to be.
I like that answer. You are absolutely incredible. I don't know how we're going to squeeze this into a couple of minutes to interview you, but it sounds like you have lived a million lifetimes. You live literally amongst wild horses. And can you kind of tell us a little bit about that? Like where you live, how this happened, how many horses there are, all the good things.
I moved to Mesa in southern Colorado,
okay.
Called Wild Horse Mesa. And after 8 years of basically being homeless in the valley, which is an interesting story, but
yeah.
This ad for the property came up and it had wild horses in it. And I thought, oh, that's interesting. And I looked at it and everything kind of fell together where within a week I had moved down there.
To the Happy Horse, did I say this right? Happy Horse
John
Roadhouse.
Wayne's Happy Horse Roadhouse Incorporated. It's actually Happy Horse Roadhouse Incorporated is the nonprofit that we've started.
Okay.
To support raising awareness for the horses. We're doing a coffee table book. There's a documentary we're working on. There's so much stuff has happened in the last few weeks and months. I'm a little overwhelmed, but what has really come about is a relationship with these wild horse bands, being immersed with them in their environment,
right.
which is a really unique scenario. No one that I know of has really had the opportunity to immerse themselves and be with them basically 24/7. And I thought I knew horses because I managed a ranch in Minturn for a number of years and was around horses. I met my first wife giving tours in a gold mine with a donkey pulled mine train.
I love
I've
that
been
story.
around these critters for a while, and as a kid, you couldn't keep me away from them. I would
right.
Escape and go play with the horses when I was at my friends' houses and stuff. So anyway, the horses have become my passion in my life, and really the saving grace of giving me a purpose, of a therapeutic. I have severe PTSD, and the horses have been fundamental in turning the corner in my healing, really, in a lot of ways, and allowing me to let go of a lot of my trauma. It's just, the horses have an energy that is a different cadence, a different pace.
Yeah.
And when you enter into that rhythm, it slows you down, and I notice that my breath begins to even out, and I'm not holding my breath. All my tension, all my stress just dissipates. And to have a baby horse sleep in your lap, on the ground, with mama standing behind me with her hooves right here and her muzzle on my head, and we go into dream state all together, their eyes go half closed, our breathing synchronizes, and we go into shared dream space. I don't know how else to talk about it. I have dreamt with the horses and gone on journeys through the sky with flying horses. That's all I can tell you.
Sorry to interrupt, but I love that. Obviously, I love that so much. And I love that you said earlier, all of us have a connection with horses,
yes.
and that people are always drawn. We're talking off camera. At an early age, most people are like, oh, I want a baby horse, I want a horse. Why is that? Because of that presence, because of that calmness, and you get to actually live with them.
Yes.
That's
I have horses that come and knock on my door. And they come in the barn. I've had horses come in, and I had an old red quarter horse named Cheyenne, who has passed this last winter. But she would come in, and I would let her come in the barn because she was harassed by the other horses.
Oh.
And I have a relationship. Every horse has a unique personality.
That's what I was just about to
Every horse
ask.
is different. They have their own triggers. They all suffer with PTSD as well.
Right.
As prey animals, they're hypervigilant, and they stand watch. It's funny, I take the watch for the stallions. The stallions and the lead mares keep the watch while the other horses rest. And I've developed a relationship with one of the stallions where I can actually talk him all the way to the ground by holding his muzzle in my hand and baby talking him. Then I get on him and I can roll him all the way over and baby talk him into this total relaxed state. And then he goes into REM, into rapid eye movement, in dream state. His eyes flutter, his lips move, and his feet do that, just like a dog, if you've ever seen a dog
yes.
move. And he'll stay in that REM state and in that deep sleep state until I get off of him. But he loves it because it gives him a chance to really get that rest, that deep rest that he needs. and I've got the watch. And that's what I tell them. I talk to them and tell them exactly what I'm doing. That energy, whether the words mean anything, the energy is transferred, they get it, and they will get whispered.
That's honestly what I was just thinking is, why do you think it is that the horses do trust you so much? And I believe so much, like you're saying, they're just like people. I do believe that they understand, and whether they understand the verbiage, you're right, but they feel your energy. Yes. Do you think that's the reason they trust you is because you've gone into their space and learned to live with them, not have them live with you almost?
Yes, I define love, and love is, you know, what's love got to do with it? Everything.
100.
And how I define love is identification with another to the point of self-forgetting. And that place of self-forgetting is where we have the therapeutic benefit, because it lets us drop all of the noise and the stress and the anxiety of having to figure out what to do with ourselves, because we're figuring out what to do for somebody else.
Right.
What a different concept. And that is the crux of the healing modality of horse therapy.
Do you feel like this life found you with
Oh,
the
yes,
horses? That's,
totally.
Yeah.
Well, I have this other idea that, you know, I don't think any of us came in here without giving some consent to be born.
Right.
Because otherwise it would be unjust. I didn't agree to this. I didn't want to do this. Right. I just landed here. What the heck? But I think at some level, for me to come to terms with the things that I've had to go through,
right,
and to, come to peace with God and myself and the world, I had to find a way that made sense to me. I couldn't pretend anymore. I had to come to terms with the real issues of fairness, justice. It's a huge thing. Justice
right.
and fairness, and I've always been for the underdogs, and I hate injustice. And that's the way I could reconcile that, what I felt was injustice and unfairness, and why me, God?
Right, why did this happen
to me? Because you agreed, and you are the one that was prepared to fill this role, to be of service to others, and to operate in this collective mindset, not the individual mindset. We're all in this together.
What a beautiful, sorry, you're amazing. I just have to stop you there. What a beautiful thing, because that's truth. And to live in that moment, in that vibe, is truly the way to live. I love that you said that.
It's the only way to live. I
Right.
mean, because I lived the other way. I was violent, aggressive, out of control, operating in fear.
Right.
A fear-based life will always leave you alone.
100%.
In your own dungeon of self-protection.
It's truth.
And I was dying. I couldn't do it that way. I
and
had to come out of that, or I was going to die.
And you feel like the horses truly saved you.
They gave me that place to go of acceptance. The horses accept you no matter what.
Right.
If you're full of fear, they're going to look at you funny. But if you come and you
centered, yeah,
let them whisper you,
then
you will find peace.
Well, John, I could talk to you for about an hour and a half longer. Really quickly, if people want to come and visit you at the horse farm, is that something that you allowed to do, and where can they go?
By appointment, because
okay.
There are a lot, you can imagine it's, well, it's a dangerous environment for me, and I have to deal with that. But
right.
You can contact me through Facebook.
Okay.
And that's probably the best way right
through
now.
Facebook?
And
okay.
you can catch up on, you can really get the whole story there.
And get the whole vibe.
I post every day, I write a lot, and I use it as a journaling place and a way to pay it forward for people to get a positive, we have enough negative in the world.
100%.
I want to put something positive out there, something healing, something hopeful.
John Wayne Smith, my new best friend. I really adore you. You know I'm going to come and visit you.
You better.
That is awesome. And we can't wait to see your coffee book.
Coffee table book, and then a documentary in a year. And the documentary really parallels the plight of the horses and the plight of the homeless, the marginalized, the disenfranchised. And the wild horses have a tough go of it right now. And I'm really for creating a sanctuary for them, ultimately, is what my goal is down there.
Well, thank you for helping make this world a better place, and I can't wait to come see you.
Thank you so much for letting me come on and share the vision.
Thank you, and we will see more of you, I'm sure of it. And keep it right here for more Good Morning Vail.
Good morning, Vail.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road. next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Join us in exploring the everyday lives of community members here in the Vail Valley. Hear their inspiring stories of how they came here, their contributions to our community, and why they chose to call this place home. We want you to be one of our neighbors. If you would like to be featured or nominate someone to be featured, please send an email to danielle@tv8vail.com. We look forward to featuring your story right here on TV8.
Join host Madison Brown as she visits with guests ranging from country star Toby Keith to magician Tommy Wynn. Explores the kitchen from cake decorating to cooking Hawaiian style, all while exploring unique locations across the country. Check your local listings and tune in.
Good morning, Vail.
One thing I love about this valley is all the incredible human beings that make up this incredible place. And I'm so excited. Sandy Ferguson Fuller, such an interesting and beautiful author. We got to sit down with her and check out her book. So keep it right here.
Hi everyone, and welcome to Covered Bridge on TV8. This is Kim Fuller, co-founder of Jot Media Collective and editor-in-chief of Covered Bridge magazine.
And I'm Bobby LaRue, the other co-founder of Jot Media Collective and the director of partnerships over at Covered Bridge magazine as well. And today we have the pleasure of sitting down with Sandy Ferguson Fuller of Alp Arts Press.
Yeah,
Welcome,
Alp
Sandy.
Arts Press.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's a new addition to your company, Alp Arts Press.
That's right.
Tell us about your experience in publishing. You've been a writer with all of our magazines, but Covered Bridge in every single issue, as well as an illustrator. So, but far before that, you even went to school for publishing and specifically children's book publishing, and you do a lot of book reviews for us. So tell us a little bit about that history in your career.
I'm dating myself here. I hate to go that far back, but it's been 50 plus years, and I was very lucky to study in college with Maurice Sendak. And he was the author-illustrator of many classic children's books, but Where the Wild Things Are is probably the most famous for everybody. And he got about 10 of us were totally turned on to the art and craft and genre of picture book publishing, and that's what started the whole thing.
So one of your most recent projects we're featuring in this issue, so the summer and fall issue of Covered Bridge magazine, and it's a series. And so let's see if we can see them. We'll have you hold them up, but maybe walk us through the Blues series, right?
The Blues are an intrepid group of 5 little anthropomorphic bluebirds, each of whom has a personality, a character, their own hobbies, but their main passion in life is birding. And I was co-author on this book with Carol Melner, who's a famous birder out in California, works with the Cornell Lab and also Audubon. And we were very fortunate to partner up with Louise Schroeder, who was in Colorado when she did these books, but is now in Austin, Texas. And the 5 little bluebirds go on, the first book is they actually go across America. In the second book, they follow the path of Roger Tory Peterson around the perimeter of North America, all the way from Canada around up through to Alaska. And on the third book, they venture out globally, and they end up on top of Mount Everest and in a rainforest and all sorts of fun places. The point of the books being, other than having fun with these wonderful birds who all have personalities, is to teach kids, this is their clubhouse, is to teach kids more about birding. And so there's a lot of fact, really precise information in the books, all about the habits of birders. You usually have a little notebook that you keep, and there's usually some sort of a field guide reference, and we have those in there. And then Egbert, who's one of the blues, always has a birding tip for kids. So really, if you're an amateur beginning birder, these are for all ages because they teach you all about how to bird. And we go across, in this book, across the United States, and again, the blues always have little quips that add humor to the book, but there's a lot of really good information.
I mean, I haven't had a chance to look or read these books yet, but they absolutely look beautiful from sitting across from them. And now, I don't know if you've heard this, but during the time of COVID, birding has grown exponentially. Was that like part of the impetus, or did you just happen to hit it right at the right time?
Well, these have actually been out for a little while.
Okay.
We published these with Dawn Publications in California, and they are the publisher of the John Denver series that we did. And then we did several other nonfiction books with Dawn, and then the three of us actually sat down and brainstormed the concept for these. So the hardcovers are kind of hard to come by. I have them myself in my personal company store, but the paperbacks are still available through U.S. distribution, and they've just enjoyed a great audience. So we're hoping that with the surge, you're right, Bobby, you know, the great surge in birding, and we're hoping that they're going to get sort of a new shot in the arm.
It's pretty amazing. You know, it's not only these books. Sandy has multiple books throughout the Valley that don't just celebrate great stories. Some of them even support businesses here in the Valley. Like one of the ones I'm looking at right here is the Poop Fairy, and this wasn't necessarily support a business, but it did help promote some park cleanups that happened last summer. And then there was one, the Nifty Thrifty, that actually proceeds went to the Thrifty shop here in the Valley.
That's right.
So besides, you know, meeting you in the Valley and someone crossing paths with you, where could they possibly purchase a book in the Valley or directly from you?
They can always go directly to me, which is at my website at alparts.com. The Bookworm usually has all of my books. They come and go a little bit on their inventory, but they can always order books for anybody who's interested. And they're great supporters of everything that we've done. We've got a brand new one. I don't have the hardcover yet, but just got the paperback in the mail yesterday. It's the latest book is the Bunny Poets in the Library book. So this is going to be at the Bookworm as well.
Nice.
And we'd love to send people there, or you can always contact me.
Nice.
Amazing, yeah.
Yeah, well, you might recognize if you used to go to or you went to the Bookworm when Sandy was there. She was there for over a decade, I think.
About 15 years.
15 years, yeah. 15 years, and all the while helping other authors and illustrators publish their own children's books through your company, Alp Arts, based in Westville.
That's
so
right.
how has it been like to grow your company, you know, from the ground up, really, the past, did you say 50 years you've been in this industry?
I hate to think of it.
And how has it changed? How has publishing changed?
Publishing has changed tremendously, and I think the main difference now is that it's very, very conceivable and viable to self-publish. 10 years ago even, that wasn't the case, but there are a lot of publishing platforms out there, print-on-demand companies, so that just about anybody who wants to get a book out can get a book out. If they realize that once they've got a book out, they still have to market it, sell it, warehouse it, do all the things that traditional publishers have always done. Traditional publishing is still very strong. It's a very, very competitive market in picture books. It really helps if you're a celebrity to get published. But it's all about the bottom line in traditional publishing. And so I'm glad that there's more opportunity for self-publishing that's affordable and doable.
Awesome. Well, before we let you go, is it something you're doing? Are you still taking on clients, helping them produce books? Is there other ways people can interact with Alp Arts Press besides purchasing a book?
Yes, I'm still a literary agent. That's how I really started my career, along with the writing and illustrating back in the 80s. We started the agency. I still represent about 20 authors and illustrators. 80% are published, a couple are not. I'm not actively seeking a lot of new talent. I've been in this business a long time, and we're sort of going off in new directions with the publishing idea. But the door is always open to looking at books. And I also work very closely with a company out of the UK with editorial consultation. So I specialize in picture books almost exclusively. If you've got a YA novel, I'm not your girl. But I'm still open to all of that.
Awesome.
Amazing.
Great. Well, yeah, definitely pick up, if you can, find a copy of The Blues Go Birding at the Bookworm, or go straight to I don't know if it's at the Bookworm, so go straight to alparts.com and you can order these books. And also read all about them in Covered Bridge this summer fall issue 2023. And it's been wonderful to have you on, Sandy. Our theme is journey for this next issue, and just to see the journeys that the birds go on. I mean, just from the cover, you can tell that it's a really, really fun series. I mean, they're wearing packs, going up Everest, they're in the ocean, they're rappelling down rock walls. Really, really fun characters there. So, thanks for bringing this to life and for joining us today and for writing and illustrating for us in Covered Bridge as well.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, well, thanks everyone for watching Covered Bridge on TV8. We'll see you next time.
Join us on the Leadville Railroad. This fun-filled train ride takes you and your family on an unforgettable trip through the heart of the Rockies for a half-day trip of adventure, relaxation, and sightseeing. Enjoy the spectacular Colorado scenery. Even meet the engineer. Book your adventure on the Leadville Railroad today at leadvillerailroad.com.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
Welcome to the TV8 Visitors Bureau. I'm one of your hosts, Maddie Evans. Now we've got a really cool new concept taking place here in the town of Avon, Eaglevale, and Vail. And it's a great way to use as an alternative. Instead of driving your car, you can shift your ride to one of these incredible electric bikes behind me. Now this is a really cool rental system, and you can control it all right from the power of your hands, right from your cell phone by downloading the Shift Bike app. And then from there, you can get over there and enjoy the incredible amenities that these bikes have to offer. We're going to walk you through it, but in order to do it, you have to download the app. So Shift Bike is the app, and then you can use the coupon code Shift Your Ride for the first 30 minutes free. And we're going to walk you through the pricing and everything here and how you can get one of the bikes. Let's get started. Once you get into the app, you can see exactly which location you would like to pick up the bike, how many bikes are available, and then where you can deliver the bike to. So you can see starting in Avon, making your way through Eaglevale, all the way to Vail Village, and then even down into East Vail. You can collect bikes, drop bikes off, and enjoy your ride on these nice electric bikes. Once you've scanned the QR code to get the bike unlocked, it's really important that you have safety first, so always make sure that you have your helmet with you. That way you can pop that on and you're nice and safe. Now, once you get the bike unlocked, it's super easy. You'll just take that lock right off the back. You'll see that you'll have this big, nice coiled cord, but there's a hook on the back for you to hook that to so that it is nice and out of your way while you are riding the bike. That way you're nice and safe and everyone around you is nice and safe so you don't tip over on the bike. And then once you've got that all secured, you're all set to go. You can just kick that kickstand up and start enjoying your ride. Now remember that these are pedal assist and there are some rules. To get the bike back to where you got it or to get it to your next destination, you can always use the app to see all of the great places where you can drop these off. Once you are done on your adventure on the Shift bikes, they're a ton of fun, and you can see that you can get going pretty fast on them, especially with that nice little pedal assist. You'll take the bike back, lock it back up in one of the great charging stations that they have available, and then once you're done locking it up, make sure that you take your app out and you end the ride, because it is going to make sure that that bike is in the correct spot for you to have ended your ride, and that way it will not continue to charge you. That has been this edition of the TV8 Visitors Bureau. We can't wait to bring you more great information, but make sure that you get out there and you use the Shift bike to shift your ride throughout the community.
You're watching K34QB, Vail, Colorado.
Welcome back to the second hour of Good Morning Vail. What an awesome show we've had already. It's Sunday, it's gorgeous out there, and we have the very beautiful and knowledgeable Claire Noble joining us, as well as we're learning about an amazing thing to make for breakfast with a local chef. I'm a little hungry, I don't know about you. And speaking about being hungry, the Vail Farmers Market all day today. It is so much fun, so check that out. Keep it right here because Good Morning Vail starts right now.
Things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
This weather report is brought to you by Sun and Ski Sports, your new mountain sports headquarters.
Welcome to the TV8 Weather Center. Happy Sunday. Let's take a look at that beautiful weather out there. 8 a.m., 60 degrees, a high of 84 and sunny. Winds west 10 to 15 miles per hour. Gorgeous day to get on out there and soak up some of that summertime sunshine. 8 a.m., 60 degrees and sunny. Noon, 76 and sunny. 4 p.m., 82, so getting a little bit warmer at 4 p.m. and 8 p.m., a little bit cooler and sunny all throughout the day. Definitely lather up on that sunscreen, drink lots of fluids, and have some fun in the sun. So many fun things going on. Eagle, 91 degrees. Avon, 87 degrees, Vail, 83, and Denver, 93 degrees. So really warm temperatures out there. Tonight, low of 55. Always open up those windows, let the cool air in. Clear at nighttime and sunset at 8:33 p.m. So all around gorgeous day. Let's take a look at the 5-day forecast. Monday, partly cloudy and 86 degrees. Low of 56. Tuesday, 10% chance of precipitation. Mostly sunny, 82 degrees and a low of 55. Wednesday and Thursday, we're going to be seeing some of that precipitation coming in. You would think cooling down the temperatures, but 84 still on Wednesday, and then 80 on Thursday. Friday, jumping back up there with the sunshine and 80 degrees. So a little bit of everything this week. Happy Sunday to you, and thank you for Sun and Ski Sports for all of your athletic needs. And keep it right here for more TV8.
This weather report is brought to you by Sun and Ski Sports, your new mountain sports headquarters.
Good morning, Vail.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Do you love the outdoor lifestyle? Make sure you tune in every day at 7 p.m. to catch Scoreboard Nation. It's an outdoor lifestyle show dedicated to your 3 favorite mountain towns: Vail, Beaver Creek, Park City, and Reno, Tahoe. Join us for an incredible venture. Find us on TV8 Vail, Park City Television, or at thescoreboardnation.com. We can't wait to see you there.
When people think of world-class destinations, they're drawn to a place that provides opportunities for fine dining, shopping, superior lodging, exciting events, and unparalleled outdoor activities. Park City, Utah and Vail, Colorado are renowned destinations for travelers and extraordinary homes for residents. Feature your exceptional products and services in these two luxury communities. Advertise with Park City Television and TV8 Vail. Contact us today.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. It's always so much fun and so intriguing and interesting to sit down with our very own, I feel like, Claire Noble here in the Vail Valley. So keep it right here and let's check out more from Claire.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. Now, we are heading into the height of summer where it's hot, it's dry. I've got Claire Noble with Eagle County here to talk about how you can be prepared. So Claire, good to see you.
Good morning, Kim. We were just talking about how toasty it has been lately. And people may have noticed over the course of, let's say, the last 2 weeks, we've had a lot of red flag warnings. And I just kind of wanted to give that a little bit of context. You know, why do we have these? Who's the one who sets them? And this comes to us from the National Weather Service. They're the ones who set the red flag warning. And it's based on a number of factors, not just temperature. It's temperature, but it's also super low humidity, which we tend to have here in the mountains. Elevation is a factor, and so is wind. I don't think I realized that it's pretty breezy here in the summer, pretty much all the time. So you combine those things, and you have more dangerous, like what they call fire weather conditions. And so in the event that all of those conditions are met, the National Weather Service will issue a red flag warning. And we've had a bunch the last 2 weeks. You know, the last time we had one was 2021. We didn't have any. Eagle County didn't have any in 2022. I would have remembered because I'm one of the people who updates the map on ecemergency.org that shows you where fire restrictions are. Because when there's a red flag warning, Eagle County, not everywhere, but Eagle County, unincorporated Eagle County, will go to the next higher level of fire restrictions. So right now, we have no fire restrictions. But if we were to get a red flag warning today, we'd go into stage 1 fire restrictions. And again, you can find what those are on ecemergency.org. But it's things like no personal fireworks, no shooting incendiary rounds outside, and things like that. It's really pretty common sense, but if you're looking for specifics, if you've got something you want to do outside that might involve a flame, check those fire restrictions on ecemergency.org.
Something like welding, if that's a professional or
that
a hobby.
that is definitely on the list. Thank you
It
for
is.
pointing that out. It is definitely on the list. And so, you know, why this summer and not last summer? And a lot of it has to do with the monsoonal flow. Honestly, when I heard monsoon when I first moved to the Southwest, I'm like, isn't that in India? You know, like I didn't associate it with the American Southwest. And what happens is we get this weather pattern, usually about this time of year. As you can probably tell, it's a bit late.
It is.
Sort of northeast of us, we'll get a high pressure system, and those spin clockwise. And then kind of southwest of us, we'll get a low pressure system, and those spin counterclockwise. And when that happens, it draws up moisture from the Gulf of California, and that's where we get these afternoon thunderstorms. Technically, the season starts in mid-June, June 15th, and runs through the middle of September. As you can probably tell, we really haven't had much rain in the last few weeks, and the National Weather Service has said our monsoon will probably not kick in until the latter part of July. So we've got a few more weeks of kind of hot, dry, and perhaps windy conditions. So I think people can expect some more red flag warnings.
Absolutely, and it's so important to be prepared and to be aware of your surroundings. So tell us a little bit more how we can do that.
That's a great point, and that's why I brought my show and tell items.
We love show and tell here.
Because we're not like hopeless, helpless victims, right? There are things we can do to get prepared. And one of the things that we recommend people do is they have a go bag ready to go. And to figure out what should go in that, a great resource, ecemergency.org, but also ready.gov. And it'll tell you things like you should have a gallon of water per person per day. You should have a first aid kit. If you have pets, you should pack some pet food for them. For humans, some snacks, especially if you have kids. A radio, a first aid kit. Those are the kinds of things you want to put into a go bag. The other thing that we really recommend people do is they sign up for EC Alerts. If you sign up for EC Alerts, you'll get alerted when there are road closures, when there are red flag warnings, any kind of issue like that, you'll get alerted. Now, we in Eagle County have been really fortunate so far this summer, but just next door, just west of us, in the vicinity of Rifle and Parachute, we've got the Spring Creek fire that's burning. Now, they've got, when I checked yesterday, it looked like they had close to 40% containment, a little over 3,000 acres burned. But you know, that hits kind of close to home to have a fire that, you know, that's that close to us. If it can happen there, it can happen here as well. Now, when fires don't happen here, we can still get the smoke. So that's why I brought my do-it-yourself homemade fan. You can go out, Kim, and spend hundreds of dollars on an air purifier, and they will work great. And eventually you'll have to replace the filter, and it'll be another pretty big chunk of change. Or you can put this together. And these, despite inflation, have not gone up. They're like $23.97 at Walmart
Trusty
right
box
now.
Fans they've been handling for decades.
You probably have one in your garage. What you can do is take this and get one of these. This is like a furnace filter. But what you want to do is get the highest rated one. You can find lower rated ones that just, you know, maybe filter out pet dander. But if you go up to the highest rated one, you're going to be able to filter out some smoke.
Great.
And they've done testing with these, and these really do stack up really well against the top rated air purifiers. And the box fan, like I said, will put you back about $23.97. These filters are somewhere in the vicinity of $20 to $25 as well. You can attach it either side. You can attach it with duct tape, bungee cords, zip ties, and the recommendation is you set this in the middle of the room. You don't put it in a window. We've already talked about the lack of air conditioning up here. You've set this in the middle of the room in order to filter the air. So that's in the event that, you know, we get smoke in our valley that may come from somewhere else. I mean, most people in the United States remember a few weeks ago when the East Coast was just inundated with smoke from Canadian fires that had traveled tremendously long distances. And the danger there is these are incredibly small particles, which your lungs are not designed to filter out.
Absolutely, and I love that you brought a DIY project. It's a great thing for you to just be prepared and to not be overwhelmed with the air dander and the quality of it. So where can we go to find out about air quality? Tell us a little more around that.
Fire.airnow.gov is an amazing site. You can see the entire North America and United States and Canada, and it'll show you readings from air filter sites or air quality sites, and you'll see where there's green. Right now we're in the green. You'll see yellow, then you'll start seeing red in areas that are getting wildfire smoke. In Canada, there are still a lot of fires burning right now, and so you'll see a degradation of the air quality up there as well. But it's a wonderful site. NOAA also has some great sites that show smoke aloft. So that's the NOAA site. So a lot of things out there to let you know what to expect. Or if you walk outside and it looks a little smoky, you can go to one of these sites
Probably
to figure
a
out
good indicator.
why. Yeah, if you're curious, why is it smoking today? It's the fire from, you know, Oregon. Last summer we had a lot of smoke here from fires in Oregon and Northern California.
We really did.
Yeah.
And you know, another great option and resource is just checking your phone. The temperatures show that. You can see air quality on your phone as well.
Yeah, I have the weather.com app. Gotta say, it didn't really predict all the rain we got just a month or so ago. I was like, it would be raining, and my app didn't say anything, but it does have the AQI, the air quality index. We're usually in the 30s, which is the solidly good range. Sometimes we're much lower. Sometimes we bump up into the 40s. It's once we get into the 50s, you hit the moderate range. If you're somebody with compromised lung function, that's when you want to be very mindful of what that AQI is.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, we have a couple of other items on the couch. Tell me what this is and what we have here.
These are little first aid kits in Dayglow Orange. You can throw these in your purse. You can throw them in your backpack. And if you want one of these, come find us at National Night Out. That's going to happen on August 1st, Tuesday night. And it's going to happen at locations throughout our valley, also over in the Roaring Fork Valley. And we'll be passing these out. There'll be a lot of other swag there. There'll be fire engines, firefighters, law enforcement, paramedics. It's a really great time to come and meet the first responders in our community.
Amazing. So National Night Out, August 1st.
Yes.
It's hard to believe that's just about 2 weeks away.
It is just a few weeks away, yes.
So definitely plan to go to National Night Out, grab these cute little first aid kits, and Dayglow Orange. Love the color. Wonderful. So Claire, where can we go for more information? Just one more time so we can be prepared for anything.
ECemergency.org. We also have social media sites. You can follow Eagle County PIO on Facebook or the Sheriff's Office on Facebook, and you'll get a lot of really up-to-the-minute information from both of those social media feeds.
Wonderful. Well, Claire, you are a wealth of knowledge, and we always love having you here on Good Morning Vail. So thank you for joining us and sharing how we can be prepared for fire readiness.
Thank you so much, Kim.
Absolutely. Now stay tuned. We have a lot more here on Good Morning Vail for the second half of our show. We'll be right back after this break.
Good morning, Vail.
Hello everyone, now is the time to refresh your floors. I'm Mandy Benedict. I'd love to invite you into our showroom to explore our 12,000 square foot showroom where you can view all different floors installed, see what it looks like in a larger space. One of our greatest growing products is waterproof wood flooring, which for our environment with kids and dogs and ski boot and our mountain lifestyle, this is a great flooring option. I brought one of the planks with me today. They're nice, long, wide planks. They're embossed on grain, so they look beautiful, but they perform really well in our mountain lifestyle. We have all employee installers. They've been working for over a decade with us, and we have a lifetime installation warranty. So not only do we make sure that the client gets what they want, we know what this climate needs. We have beautiful reclaimed floors, herringbone, really anything that you're looking for to update your home or your business. We have it at Rugs Benedict. We provide free estimates. So come in and visit us in the store. We'd love to see you.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. I don't know about you, but I am so hungry, and we got to sit down with local chef Wade, and we're going to make some amazing food. So let's check it out.
Good morning, Vail.
We're shifting gears. I'm switching from my superhero cape to my chef apron, and we've got a fabulous local chef joining me in the kitchen this morning, Wade Thomas. Thank you so much for being here.
Hi.
So what are we making?
So what we have in front of us is some ingredients that I've sourced from a local market down in Eagle, Knapp Harvest. We're going to be making a breakfast toast with some spring vegetables and a poached egg and a little bit of avocado. Obviously, you know, snow's melting. We're getting into the springtime. First couple things that are going to be popping up are going to be things like these watermelon radishes here, some asparagus, some snap peas, these sunflower shoots, which you can buy right from Knapp Harvest down in Eagle. They're beautiful. So
they
with
do
all
such a
these,
good job down there with all of their food.
they really do, and everyone that's in there is so nice. And it's basically like a full grocery store with all local ingredients. It's really cool. So
It's an indoor farmers market is what we like to call them because they do such a good job of sourcing everything, locally, from their produce to their meats to even their amaza bread loaf.
yes, ma'am. So we're gonna put this aside for a second, and we're gonna start by blanching some of our vegetables here for our toast.
Can you explain what blanching vegetables is to some of us who do not cook at all?
So here what we're going to be doing is we're going to be having some boiling water, and we're going to place our vegetables in here until they're tender, and we're going to shock them in a cold water bath. And what that's going to do is it's going to, one, stop the cooking process, and two, it's going to preserve the color of the vegetable. So we're looking for that green color. That's what it's going to do. This asparagus, it's kind of a little bit larger, so we're going to keep it in the water for 3 to 4 minutes. While we're doing that, we're gonna get an avocado spread ready here for our toast. I've simply just diced up some avocados with some oil, salt, and pepper, and we're gonna put it in a food processor.
It's a cute little food processor.
Yep, my grandma got it for me.
Shout out to the grandmas. That looks delicious.
Cool.
Making all of this wonderful food with all of these incredible ingredients to really just keep everyone nice and healthy because everyone in our community is so active that it's better that they eat healthy than something like frozen pizzas every night.
But there's nothing wrong with that.
I eat frozen pizzas every night. I love frozen pizza.
Cool, so we just wanna take this out of here, set it aside for our toast when we put it together.
Yum.
Cool.
Avocado toast, a craze that the world has seen recently.
Who would have thought? Something on a piece of toast. Everyone goes crazy for. So now our asparagus here. It's almost there. Just going to continue to cook it a little bit longer. Next thing we're going to do here, so I've already pre-blanched some of these peas. And what we're going to do is I just rip the end off here, make sure there's no stem in the middle. Grab a small knife here, and we're going to cut from one end to the bottom, and we're just going to kind of split it in half. Split pea, just like that. Oopsies, had some fall out.
It's a
Nothing wrong with that.
peas everywhere.
So that'll be one of our garnishes for our toast. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to take our asparagus out of the water, shock it, mix it around. You don't want it to be like super flimsy. You still want it to have like some crunch and texture to it. Cool.
I feel like I'm learning so much already.
And while we're doing this, we're getting all of our water ready because we're going to poach an egg. And what I did is I added about a tablespoon of salt and a tablespoon of white vinegar. And that's going to help coagulate our egg white when we put it in the water. You don't want it to be boiling. You just kind of want it to be simmering. So we'll just let that chill.
There's a lot of things in this process over here, and you've been cooking for a very long time.
Kind of, yeah. I mean, I've been cooking since I was 15 years old. I've always known that I wanted to cook food, and but yeah, this is what I love to do, is highlight seasonal ingredients, and we should be eating what's in season. You know what I mean? So everyone thinks we can get tomatoes all year round, and everyone thinks we can eat stuff all year round, but that's really not the case. We're actually very lucky with our farmers keeping stuff on track for us, and running hothouses and making vegetables available for us all year. But vegetables are always going to taste the best when they're in season. So that's what we're focusing on.
And we spend a lot of time talking to the experts down at Knapp Harvest, and Carrie Hogan tells us that the environment gives us the things that we need, the nutrients that we need. So come summertime, or come wintertime, excuse me, you see a lot of citrus fruit in season because your body needs that vitamin C now more than it does in the summer.
Absolutely. And it's funny, people think citrus is like a summertime thing, right? But it's not. Citrus grows in the wintertime in California. It's best then. It's really delicious. One great thing you can do with citrus is preserve it, put it in salt and cure it so that you have it all year round. And, you get this different types of preservation methods of things that are in season, but when they're not in season, they can taste a little different. It's really cool. So, so now that we've pulled our asparagus out of the water here, and it's nice and chill, I'm just gonna kind of cut the florets off the top of this here. And we're gonna have our stems. And what we're gonna do is just kind of create some little coins out of it.
I'm not allowed to use knives in the kitchen, so this is fascinating to me.
Cool, so we'll dice that up real quick, and then we're gonna take our flowers. We're just gonna slice them nicely.
It's really important that you have a sharp knife when you're cutting things like this in the kitchen too.
It's more dangerous for you to be cutting with a dull knife, always. So we're going to take our asparagus, cut that, grab these last two here.
We haven't gotten to the part where it starts to smell amazing quite yet, but I can tell that this is going to be delicious just by the time and effort that you're putting into just the slices alone.
Yeah, we'll get there, don't you worry.
I'm not worried.
Wait till you have to poach an egg in 5 minutes.
Well, that's gonna be a you task only because I'm really bad at cooking, and I think it's so cool when people find what they love to do and they get to do it for their careers. It's amazing, and you can tell that you love what you do, and even listening to you talk about it, you can hear the passion in your voice come through as you're talking about just the things that you're making.
Yeah, people ask me what I love and what's most important to me, and I always end up turning back to food. Food's always the most important thing, and it brings everyone together, and I really don't know where I'd be at in this world without food, so thank you.
We're really appreciative of you coming in here, showing us how to cook, especially me, who needs all the help I can get in the kitchen, and going through each and every step, because this is something that people can make at home pretty easily.
Yeah, this is all stuff you can find at your grocery store. It may seem like a lot of work. Yes, it's going to be a little bit over the top today, I understand that, but these are all things that you can do at home. So everyone gets really intimidated when you start watching people cook, and then you don't know what the ingredient is, and then you get all confused and you say, oh, I don't think I can do that. But you can, and you can always substitute. Don't be like my mother and just say skip it, because that doesn't work, especially when you're baking.
We've given mom shout outs, we've given grandma shout outs. Here at TV8, we really just love going back to the family.
Absolutely. So we're kind of at a standstill now.
So this is a good time for a commercial break, and then we'll come back from the commercial break.
Yeah.
We're going to take a look at that local weather forecast. We're going to check in with Mark one more time, and then when we come back, we're going to learn how to poach some eggs.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back after this.
Good morning, Vail.
It's that time where we're talking Sun and Ski Sports Product of the Week. Now, if you're making your way out to do any water activities, it's important that you have the right protection with you, and especially since our water levels are so high from all of that precipitation that we saw over the course of the winter and now that snow runoff. So right now, I've got the Onyx Move Vent Life Vest in front of me. This vest has some great features to it, one of which being soft, lightweight foam flotation. Now, if you are looking for this in your kayaks or in your canoes and you want that nice mesh back, well, then it has that feature, making it more comfortable for you to sit anywhere where there's a high back and you need to be nice and safe out there. Now, as you're making your way out into the water, there is a built-in whistle so that if you need to be heard, you can make yourself heard with this lovely whistle. There's also some nice reflection pieces, making it easy for you to be seen as you're out there, and especially if you're doing it first thing in the morning or later into the afternoon when you're out there on the rivers or on the lakes. So make sure that you stop by Sun and Ski Sports and you check out all of their great inventory for these nice pieces that are going to keep you safe out there on the waters. Now, you can always go to their website at sunandski.com for some more information or for some more fabulous products that'll keep you safe out there on the water.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Eyepieces of Vail has been a fixture in the Vail community for over 30 years. From designer frames and sunglasses to high-performance sports frames, prescription goggles, and in-demand accessories like helmets, goggle lenses, and foldable reading glasses, our inventory raises the optical bar. Visit one of our 7 locations today and see why generations of loyal customers return time after time for our unmatched service and inventory. Eyepieces, the art of vision.
Time to rise and shine? There's no better way to start your day off than with the Good Morning Vail crew. You asked for more and TV8 delivered. Good Morning Vail is here for you with your local news, sports, weather, and community events every morning from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. No matter the season, we give you a reason to watch, so grab your coffee and join the fun. Live stream us at tv8vail.com or on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92. And remember, there's more for you on 92.
Good morning, Vail.
This weather report is brought to you by Sun and Ski Sports, your new mountain sports headquarters.
Welcome to the TV8 Weather Center. Happy Sunday. Let's take a look at that beautiful weather out there. 8 a.m., 60 degrees, a high of 84 and sunny. Winds west 10 to 15 miles per hour. Gorgeous day to get on out there and soak up some of that summertime sunshine. 8 a.m., 60 degrees and sunny. Noon, 76 and sunny. 4 p.m., 82, so getting a little bit warmer at 4 p.m. and 8 p.m., a little bit cooler and sunny all throughout the day. Definitely lather up on that sunscreen, drink lots of fluids, and have some fun in the sun. So many fun things going on. Eagle, 91 degrees. Avon, 87 degrees, Vail, 83, and Denver, 93 degrees. So really warm temperatures out there. Tonight, low of 55. Always open up those windows, let the cool air in. Clear at nighttime and sunset at 8:33 p.m. So all around gorgeous day. Let's take a look at the 5-day forecast. Monday, partly cloudy and 86 degrees. Low of 56. Tuesday, 10% chance of precipitation. Mostly sunny, 82 degrees and a low of 55. Wednesday and Thursday, we're going to be seeing some of that precipitation coming in. You would think cooling down the temperatures, but 84 still on Wednesday, and then 80 on Thursday. Friday, jumping back up there with the sunshine and 80 degrees. So a little bit of everything this week. Happy Sunday to you, and thank you for Sun and Ski Sports for all of your athletic needs. And keep it right here for more TV8.
The Tower is back for season 2, and we've got Jimmy and Tahira joining me to talk all things the upcoming season. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to chat with me.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah. I just heard about The Tower, and I was going through season 1, and it is action-packed. There's drama, there's suspense. There is so much happening. And so what's it like working on the set of The Tower?
It's so exciting. Like you say, there's so much going on. It's fantastic to tell these great, bold stories across like 3 or 4 episodes as well. But also, I think you look at a show like this, and I look at my castmates like Tahira, Gemma Whelan, Emmett, and it's just a joy to work with fantastic actors alongside a fantastic writer showrunner, Patrick Harbinson, that wrote Homeland.
Which I think is so cool, and I'm such a large lover of kind of psychological thriller books, and so this entire series is based off of a book, and you feel that emotional draw just from watching the trailer for the new season to each and every character and kind of the plot twists that go along the way. So what's it like working on the set with all of these incredible people?
As Jimmy said, it's actually such a treat. I think fantastic writing and fantastic source material and amazing actors and crew just make your job as an actor so much easier. And especially on a shoot like this, where we are dealing with some really, deeply kind of disturbing situations and themes, it's so wonderful to be able to then have moments of levity in between filming with your castmates and with the crew, so that you're not going home, haunted by what you've had to portray earlier that day.
That was my next question, because you guys both participated in season 1, and the messages that are displayed and the things that you guys are dealing with in the show itself are really heavy, and it's kind of crazy to see these messages and how you guys come out of them in your characters. And so my next question was going to be, how do you disassociate from the heaviness of your characters back to your day-to-day life?
You know what? Between Emmett, Gemma, even Tara, like, we are all like fun people, we have a lot of fun off camera. And especially Emmett, Gemma does a lot of comedy as well. And so that gives us a sense of balance. And so we can have fun, make jokes with each other. And then in the next minute, we're switched on and we are really in this, deep, dark scene where we are looking at a dead body or something like that. And I think it's not to say that that's what happens with real police officers, but when I did do my research and I spoke to real police officers, they did talk about it was really important for their colleagues and them to have a sense of a rapport and have a sense of humor, because the job is so heavy. So I think we naturally have that balance on the show as actors.
Which I think is incredible and something that you guys all need for your mental health. Now, if you each had to describe the show in 3 words for the new season, what 3 words would you choose?
I would describe it as dark, tense, and suspenseful.
I would say fantastic, dangerous, and unique.
I love all of that. Now I feel like I'm going to get very hooked in to The Tower as an entire series, because I have to catch up on season 1. Now, if people are interested in watching the show, where can they find it?
BritBox, on any device that you have, you can find season 1, and then season 2 is coming out on Tuesday, May 16th.
I want to thank you guys both so much for taking the time to chat with us, and thanks for your incredible work. You guys do a fantastic job of portraying your characters, and immediately I fell in love with both of the roles that you guys play.
Thank you so much. Thank you for watching.
Yeah.
Make sure that you check out The Tower. If you've not seen season 1, then you're not going to want to miss it, because season 2 is coming out and it's going to be better than ever. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we've got more of the show, so stay tuned.
Good morning, Vail.
Bienvenidos a lo mejor de la semana. Yo soy Julio García y te estaré compartiendo los mejores eventos y actividades para disfrutar en familia todo el verano. Comenzamos este lunes 10 de julio de una manera súper relajante, ya que Luz Violeta nos está ofreciendo clases gratuitas de meditación en español en la biblioteca de Higo de 7 a 7:45 de la tarde. Este martes 11 de julio, el Colorado Snow Sports Museum está ofreciendo un tour sobre la historia de Vail a partir de las 11 de la mañana. Es en inglés, pero aún puede ser una manera divertida de aprender un poquito más sobre la historia de Vail, con un costo de $10 por persona, pero los niños entran gratis. Este miércoles 12 de julio, Chasing Rabbits nos estará presentando la película Top Gun Maverick al aire libre en la Plaza del Solaris a partir de las 8 de la noche, con un costo de $10 para rentar tus audífonos y disfrutar de esta increíble película. Y regresamos a las meditaciones este jueves, pero esta vez en la biblioteca de Avon, igual de 7 a 7:45 de la tarde. Y si prefieres la meditación en inglés, pues Luz Violeta también ofrece clases de meditación en inglés los mismos días, en los mismos lugares, pero a las 6 de la tarde, un poquito más temprano para aquellos que prefieran disfrutar de una meditación en inglés. Este viernes 14 de julio, otra película al aire libre aquí en el lago Nottingham de Avon. A partir de las 8:15 de la noche se estará mostrando la película The Parent Trap, completamente gratis. Traigan sus cobijas, sillas, snacks y que no falten las palomitas para disfrutar de un increíble atardecer y de una película en familia. Y de jueves a sábado se estarán llevando a cabo los Gypsum Days en Gypsum, donde habrá actividades para toda la familia. Específicamente el sábado 15 de julio arrancan las actividades desde las 7 de la mañana hasta las 10 de la noche. Habrá show de autos, desfile, vendedores, comida, área de juegos y un concierto, así que no te puedes perder de este grandioso evento en Gypsum. Y para concluir la semana, este domingo 16 de julio, el Festival de Vail Jazz nos ofrecerá un concierto gratuito en la Plaza del Solaris en Vail de 5 a 7 de la tarde, donde se presentará Gabriel Santiago, un guitarrista brasileño con ritmos increíbles y música espectacular. Y bueno, familia, ahí lo tienen. No se pierdan de todas las increíbles actividades que están sucediendo a lo largo y ancho de nuestro valle. Todos los días hay algo que hacer y como siempre yo los veré aquí en la próxima edición. Yo soy Julio García y esto fue Lo Mejor de la Semana.
Here at Sun and Ski Sports, we are all about having the best summer adventures. Our full-service bike shop is here to help you get back on the saddle with services ranging from simple tire changes, full bike overhauls, and rentals. If trail running, hiking, or trips to the lake are your thing, our expert staff will fit you in the best performing footwear or clothing. And don't forget about a relaxing day on the water with our stand-up paddleboard rentals. Call Sun and Ski Sports in Avon or Dillon today or learn more at sunandski.com/CO.
Join us on the Leadville Railroad. This fun-filled train ride takes you and your family on an unforgettable trip through the heart of the Rockies for a half-day trip of adventure, relaxation, and sightseeing. Enjoy the spectacular Colorado scenery. Even meet the engineer. Book your adventure on the Leadville Railroad today at leadvillerailroad.com.
When you're in Vail, you're in vacation mode, and you need a flexible home tour experience that fits into your schedule. We've transformed how you view and buy homes in the Vail Valley. With immersive, cutting-edge technology, you can explore properties 10 times faster. In our lounge, we guide you through this digital world on a 16-foot screen where you can imagine your next home in comparison to your favorite recreational spots. Say goodbye to multi-day home tours and hello to a quick stop between your other plans. That's the power of the Immersion Theater.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. I am very hungry now, especially watching Wade make all this delicious food. Let's see how it turned out.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to In the Kitchen. Now we're going to learn some great things, even though Wade has been absolutely crushing it in here and we've got everything nice laid out and prepared. So let's walk through this poaching of an egg.
Cool. Before we poach an egg, we're gonna actually get our bread ready and we're gonna start to think about assembling our toast here. So what I've done is I've taken this beautiful bread that we have, I've sliced it to about, I don't know, quarter inch thick. I'm gonna dress it in a little bit of olive oil, a little bit of cracked pepper on here. And we're just gonna throw it in the oven for 3 minutes or so until it gets nice and toasted. And while we're doing that, we're gonna grab our eggs that are actually from Hotchkiss, from a farm that I got these at Nap Harvest. These are all local brown eggs. And in today's day and age, relatively same price as everything else out there. So don't be, you know, oh gosh, I know farm fresh eggs can be so expensive. Not there, okay? So they're so much better. So what we have is we have our water that's just slightly simmering here. I'm gonna grab a spoon and I'm gonna twirl the water. And remember, in here I have a tablespoon of salt, a tablespoon of white vinegar, and that's gonna help these eggs stay together. So I'm gonna swirl it, and what that's gonna do is when we drop our egg in here, it's gonna grab onto it and it's gonna circle. And what it's gonna do is it's gonna help take that yolk and wrap around the yolk and create one solid poached egg. And you can do as many eggs as you want up in here at a time, as long as you're not totally cooling your water down. Because then if you cool your water down, then you're gonna drop an egg and it's not gonna be able to latch onto itself. So we're gonna start with 3.
Learning so much. I don't think I'll ever do this, but I'm learning a lot.
But everyone loves poached eggs, so.
It's a good lesson in cooking.
Yeah. You know, scrambled eggs get boring, over easy eggs get boring. I'm a sucker for a poached egg, so this is what we're gonna focus on today.
And we did some TV magic over here. So let's talk a little bit about what you have going on in some of these other bowls.
Cool. So what we have here is our mise en place. And what this is, we're just going to gather everything in one spot before we start assembling, okay? We have our beautiful peas that we've blanched and sliced in half and split. We have our asparagus here that we've blanched and cut. We have some pickled red onions, which I was a little, I did earlier. Some shaved watermelon radishes here, and some sunflower shoots from Nap Ranch. And then obviously I got a little giddy and I pre-poached some eggs for us. Over here we also have a vinaigrette of Banyuls, and Banyuls is a type of vinegar that is made from a different fruit. It's tart, it's sweet, it's a little pricier, but you should be able to find it in your specialty grocery store, if not on Amazon. Here we have our avo spread that we made earlier, and this is a sesame togarashi. So this is going to be like a Korean chili flake, some nori powder, so dried seaweed, black sesame seed, white sesame seed, and that's going to be our garnish for our toast. Give it a little bit of spice, and then. How could you eat a piece of bread without some cheese? So we cut up some burrata. And what this is a stracciatella cheese. So it's like a loose curd cheese, which is then wrapped in a harder mozzarella. So that's gonna give us like an outside to hold it together, and then an inside to give you that really creaminess. And this is gonna be delicious. So
it already sounds so delicious. Now it's starting to smell good with the bread in the oven. Who doesn't love
toasted bread?
Toasted bread.
Cool.
Made with love bread.
Made with love. So we're kind of sitting here waiting for our poached eggs to finish setting up. I kind of always just go through and check with a spoon, see where we're at. Oh, we're looking good. They're soft right now. It's been about 3.5 minutes, 3 minutes or so. We're gonna go a little bit longer. You can kind of see if I pick it up, it's a little loose, but we don't want to break it. So we're just gonna let it go just a little bit longer. Okay. Great. Now we are going to start to assemble our toast as our eggs are starting to finish here.
It's all about the presentation.
Absolutely. Duh. Got to eat with your eyes first. Everyone knows that. Cool.
My frozen pizza looks delicious to the eye all the time.
Let's go. So we're going to start with a little bit of this avocado spread here.
I'm going to switch sides with you so I'm out of your way.
Absolutely, yeah. You want to grab the spoon and take the eggs out of the water? You think you can do that?
No, I don't think I can do that. I think that I will crack them only because I am just not gentle enough with things like that.
No, you are not.
Everyone's seen me cook on this television show, and it's just not a great time.
So next, we're going to grab our asparagus here. Couple of the bottoms, couple of the tops.
For the presentation.
Yep, couple of our peas, our splits here. Okay, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna dress it in a little bit of this vinaigrette.
Add some extra flavor.
Yeah. Pepper. And the water was super salted that I blanched these in, so I really don't need to be adding too much more salt right now. So we have that nice and dressed. We're gonna pull our poached eggs out of the water here.
And I'm not gonna do it because I'm not gonna make a mess in the kitchen this morning.
Beautiful. Kind of take some of that water off. And I'm just putting these in a little tray with a little bit of olive oil, just so that they don't stick together. That's just gonna help us out a little bit here. Beautiful. Okay. Great. We're gonna take care of our water right now.
Get that out of here.
Yeah.
This smells amazing. When I said there wasn't quite a lot of scent happening just yet, now it smells delicious in here.
Okay. So first things first, I'm gonna kind of base this off our poached egg here. Put our poached egg on. And then we're gonna start by placing some of our peas on here.
Here comes the presentation, the moment everyone's been waiting for.
Obviously, you don't have to make this look like this, but I love plating food like this, so this is what I'm gonna do. A couple of our coins on here. Cool.
Now, when you're creating meals that you make at the restaurants that you work for,
Uh-huh.
how do you come together with all of these different flavors? Because we've got such an array of unique flavors right now.
So, to be honest with you, I will walk downstairs and do the walk-in, and I'll say, well, what do I have to work with? What's extra? You know, and I'll say, what can I create a dish out of with what I have? It's almost like I'm playing a game of Chopped with myself, you know? And you just kind of like, okay, well, this ingredients will work with this. I know this tastes good, so why not try it, you know? So that's kind of where I'm at. I like to play around with stuff. I like to combine different cuisines together, like Mexican, Asian, Italian, like all that. Whenever you combine different flavors, you're gonna start creating flavors of umami, which is gonna bring a different flavor profile to your palate that you're not used to. So we have our asparagus on here, our dressed asparagus. Now we're gonna start with our garnish after we put our burrata on here. Take a couple pieces of these creamy burrata. Okay. That should be yummy. Okay.
It all looks so yummy. It smells yummy, it looks yummy. The whole TV station is going to be really happy with breakfast this morning. So again, we really want to thank you for coming in here and teaching us how to cook some new things.
Absolutely.
And of course, it's fantastic to hear you using all of our local ingredients. Going to Nap Harvest is such a great resource that we have in our community, and especially for those people who want to start eating a little bit healthier.
Absolutely. They have so many, everything there is healthy. I mean, you can't go in there and not eat healthy. Maybe the occasional cinnamon roll or pastry, but you know, who can't say no to that, so.
Right. I mean, everyone has a good sweet tooth.
Yeah.
That's a perfect way to cure it right there. Microgreens, they grow those in-house. They have a beautiful farm.
Yep, they have amazing mushrooms. They're really a great business for sure.
I feel like this is now too pretty to eat.
I knew you were gonna say that.
You've gone too far, and now it's too pretty.
Yep. Whatever, it's gonna taste better now that it looks good. Okay, so now we have our little beautiful spring toast here. Take care of that. We're gonna garnish with a little bit of olive oil. Okay, a little cracked pepper on here. And then we're gonna take our togarashi.
Such tender love and care going into this. This is how you know that you make incredible food, just because you can see the love that you put into each and every dish.
Cool. And there we have it.
And just like that, all right, I'm gonna pick this up. That way I can show people how beautiful it is, and we can see this presentation just so nicely.
Do you wanna cut into it and try it?
We're gonna take a short break so that we can take one final look at that local weather forecast, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna try this incredible meal.
Sweet, sounds good.
Good morning, Vail. Good morning, Vail.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome to the TV8 Weather Center. Happy Sunday. Let's take a look at that beautiful weather out there. 8 a.m., 60 degrees, a high of 84 and sunny. Winds west 10 to 15 miles per hour. Gorgeous day to get on out there and soak up some of that summertime sunshine. 8 a.m., 60 degrees and sunny. Noon, 76 and sunny. 4 p.m., 82, so getting a little bit warmer at 4 p.m. and 8 p.m., a little bit cooler and sunny all throughout the day. Definitely lather up on that sunscreen, drink lots of fluids, and have some fun in the sun. So many fun things going on. Eagle, 91 degrees. Avon, 87 degrees. Vail, 83, and Denver, 93 degrees. So really warm temperatures out there. Tonight, low of 55. Always open up those windows, let the cool air in. Clear at nighttime and sunset at 8:33 p.m. So all around gorgeous day. Let's take a look at the 5-day forecast. Monday, partly cloudy and 86 degrees. Low of 56. Tuesday, 10% chance of precipitation. Mostly sunny, 82 degrees and a low of 55. Wednesday and Thursday, we're going to be seeing some of that precipitation coming in. You would think cooling down the temperatures, but 84 still on Wednesday, and then 80 on Thursday. Friday, jumping back up there with the sunshine and 80 degrees. So a little bit of everything this week. Happy Sunday to you, and thank you for Sun and Ski Sports for all of your athletic needs. And keep it right here for more TV8.
This weather report is brought to you by Sun and Ski Sports, your new mountain sports headquarters.
What an awesome show. What an incredible Sunday. Thank you for joining us here at Good Morning Vail. 2 hours of so much fun. I don't know about you, but I learned a lot. Really awesome people on this show, and I am hungry after watching Wade make all that delicious food. I'm going to head to the farmer's market. I hope to see you there, and make sure to tune in tomorrow for more Good Morning Vail. I'll see you guys then.
Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
Welcome to the TV Viewers' Choice Awards, where we celebrate the videos that got the most views from viewers like you.